Hey, everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you never miss out on our awesome videos. And hey, if you enjoy this one, why not give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends? The more, the merrier. Now, let's dive into something fun and totally wild that's been going on in the NFL world this season. Buckle up, because we're about to explore the chaos, excitement, and drama of the NFL Power Rankings. Power Rankings introduction. Alright, folks, it's that time of year again, time for the NFL Power Rankings. We're entering week 14, and let me tell you, things are getting as intense as a last-minute field goal attempt in the Super Bowl. We've seen the highs, the lows, and all the drama in between, but what's really catching our attention this year is just how wide open the playoff race is. I mean, with the Lions, Eagles, and Vikings all fighting for that coveted top spot, it's like the NFC is a giant game of musical chairs, and no one knows who's going to be left standing. The Detroit Lions, at 11-1, are making their fans dream big, but guess what? They can't just sit back and relax with that record. They're in one of the toughest divisions in the NFC, and their remaining schedule is about as friendly as a cat that just had its tail stepped on. The Eagles, with their 10-2 record, aren't far behind, and the Vikings are lurking like a sneaky fox in the forest with their own 10-2 record. Let's just say, if the Lions want that number 1 seed, they'll have to earn it the hard way. In-depth analysis of top teams. Now, let's break down these power rankings starting with our current top dog, the Detroit Lions at 11-1. Yes, that's right, the Lions are finally roaring, and it's been a long time coming. These Lions are on a mission, and they're ready to prove that they're more than just the butt of jokes from previous seasons. But hold on, don't let that 11-1 record fool you. The NFC is stacked, and the Lions still have to face teams like Green Bay, Buffalo, and San Francisco. It's like trying to win a race when your competitors are running with jetpacks. But hey, no pressure, right? Then there's Philadelphia Eagles, who are also sitting pretty at 10-2. They've got a bit of an easier schedule ahead, but they're not about to let that stop them from playing like champions. The Eagles are like the kid in school who doesn't study for the test but still gets an A+. With just 2 more games against winning teams left, they're the team everyone will be gunning for as the season winds down. Can they snatch that number 1 seed away from the Lions? It's going to be a wild ride to the finish line. Next up, we've got the Minnesota Vikings, who also sit at 10-2. You might be wondering, wait, how is it possible that 3 teams are tied at the top? Well, folks, that's the magic of the NFC this season. The Vikings, despite struggling with their run game, hey, we all have bad days, have managed to rack up wins. They still have some tough challenges ahead, but if they can keep things together, they could be dangerous in the postseason. Just don't expect them to become the run-first team anytime soon, because their ground game is about as reliable as a vending machine that eats your dollar bills. Analyzing middle-of-the-pack teams. Alright, let's talk about some teams in the middle of the pack that are starting to get hot and may surprise us come playoff time. You know, the teams you wouldn't expect to be contenders but might just be the Cinderella stories we didn't see coming. First up, Baltimore Ravens, 8-5, who have been looking pretty solid but have also had some slip-ups. Like that time you think you've aced the test, only to realize you forgot to study half the material. Yeah, it's a little like that. Despite having some of the best players in the game, their inconsistency might come back to bite them. And don't even get me started on Justin Tucker's struggles with field goals lately. If this guy misses another clutch kick, I'm going to start wearing a lucky charm around my neck just to be safe. Next, we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers, 9-3. Are they really this good? Well, turns out yes. Yes they are. Behind Russell Wilson, who's been playing like a man on a mission, the Steelers have been looking pretty sharp. They've had their fair share of close calls. But a win is a win, right? The question is, can they keep it up and push for that AFC North title? The pressure is on, and every game feels like a final exam. Oh, and let's not forget about the Miami Dolphins, 5-7. Who are just a little bit off the mark. They've got the offense. They've got the playmakers. But sometimes it feels like they're trying to play with one hand tied behind their back. A team that can go off for 40 points one week and then barely break 20 the next week, it's confusing. But hey, that's the Dolphins for you. If they can find some consistency, they might just shake things up in the postseason. Bottom of the barrel teams. Okay, now let's take a moment to talk about the teams who, well, let's just say their playoff hopes are about as alive as a phone with a cracked screen. These are the teams that are in full rebuild mode or just having a rough season. But hey, maybe they'll surprise us. Stranger things have happened in the NFL, right? First, we've got the New York Giants, 2-10. They're having a season so tough. Even their fans are like, do we even want to watch the game anymore? Injuries and just a lack of overall talent have left the Giants playing in what feels like a never-ending nightmare. Without their star player, Dexter Lawrence, it's hard to see them pulling off any major upsets. The New England Patriots, 3-10, are in a similar situation. It's like they're trying to find a key for a door that's been locked for years. Jared Mayo might be a rookie coach, but some of his decisions this season have fans pulling their hair out. I mean, attempting a 68-yard field goal when the NFL record is 66 yards. Come on, it's like trying to ride a bike with square wheels. And then there's the Las Vegas Raiders, 2-10, who, after a brutal loss to the Chiefs, are sitting at the bottom of the AFC West. They're hoping their draft pick is worth all the pain. But let's face it, this season's been a tough one. They're just trying to stay competitive enough to keep the fans from rioting in the stands. Conclusion and call to action. Alright, that wraps up our power rankings for Week 14. What do you think? Do you agree with the rankings? Or do you think we're completely off base? We want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. The NFL season is full of twists and turns. And with every passing week, the rankings are bound to change. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends so we can keep growing this awesome community. We've got more fun NFL content coming your way, so don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Closing greeting. See you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay awesome, and keep rooting for your team, unless you're a Giants fan. In which case, maybe take a break for a while. But don't worry, next year will be better. Trust us. Hey there, football fans. It's that time of year again, where we all gather round the proverbial draft board to predict the next NFL superstars and make bold moves about what's to come. That's right, it's mock draft season, and we've got a real treat for you today. Grab your snacks, settle in, and let's talk about the 2025 NFL Draft like it's already happening. Because who doesn't love a little armchair GM action? Am I right? Now, we all know the NFL Draft can be one of the most exciting and chaotic times of the year. Teams making trades, grabbing unexpected picks, and watching players' dreams come true while others' hopes are dashed. It's like Christmas morning, but with more sports-related anxiety and fewer fruitcakes. And today, we're diving into the 2025 NFL Mock Draft 2.0. This is the real deal, folks, where we look ahead and predict who's going where, and most importantly, who's going to change the NFL as we know it. So, sit tight, because we're about to embark on a mock draft journey that could blow your mind. The top picks, the future stars of the NFL. Let's kick things off with the big picks. You know, the ones that set the stage for the rest of the draft. These are the teams that are either rebuilding or making major moves to compete. And trust me, they'll be picking up some heavy hitters. New York Giants, Cam Ward. QB, Miami. First off, let's talk about the New York Giants. Can we just give them a moment of silence after what's been a complicated season? With Daniel Jones being benched and eventually released, the Giants have been scrambling to find their future QB. Enter Cam Ward, the aggressive Miami signal caller. This guy has all the tools to be a game changer, quick release, an eye for big plays, and a knack for improving every year. Sure, he's got a few kinks to work out, who doesn't? But Ward could be exactly what the Giants need to bring some excitement back to that quarterback position. Let's just hope he doesn't get stuck in the "what happened to my offensive line" loop that most Giants QBs end up in. Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Hunter. CBWR. Colorado. Next up, we've got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're feeling pretty good after their recent success. But they're not resting on their laurels just yet. The Jags are hungry for more talent on both sides of the ball. And who better to pick than Travis Hunter? This guy is a two-way monster. Able to play corner